What's going on, Fantasy Board? It's your boy Hot Soup, and I'm coming to you live with our favorite episode of I Told You So for Week 16. Week 17 is upon us. If you listen to the Soup in Week 16 on those top 5 starts and top 5 sits, you are more than likely in your fantasy championships. Oh, the Soup is hot. It is week 17. All right. I know most of y'all ain't even going to be around to see this show because you're out of the fantasy playoffs, man. But if you loved you some Soup, I know you here right now watching this show. Yeah, man, we can get a lot of information from this show. I take a lot of time out of my life to study fantasy football, man, to go against the grain sometimes when we don't want to, right? And in doing so, in week 16, I gave out eight hits on my top 5 starts and top 5 sits. 8. All right, that's 80%. That means if you came on my show and you listened to who I told you to start, hold on starts, I went 5 for 5. And not only did I go 5 for 5, but every single one of those players I told you to start scored over 20 points. Every single one of those players finished in the top 7. Top 7. Everybody played this week. There were no bye weeks. That's 32 receivers, starters, wide receiver ones for their teams. That's 32 running backs. Why running back ones? 32. I picked y'all the top 7. 2 of them were number 2. Oh, that boy is hot right now. The Soup is hot. Let me tell y'all something, man, before we even start this show. Let me tell you, man, I'm looking for my lucky rabbit's foot. I can't find it, but it gotta be somewhere close. Yesterday, I hit for 600 on parlays on some football and on some basketball. 600. I always put them on my Facebook, man. My people in my life, man, they see it. Oh, Soup, why you ain't give me this bet? I lose too now. I lose. I'm human. Yeah. So yesterday night, well, really this morning, y'all, I'm up from 3 o'clock to 5 o'clock. I'm watching Force. And I hit for 600. So I got this 600. I'm like, man, what can I go bet on? What's going on tomorrow? And all of a sudden I see this table tennis and it's live right now. So what I'm knowing is this table tennis has got to be going on in a different part of the country because it's always gets rocking around 1 a.m. So I take a on myself to say, you know what? Let me put in a little 4-way parlay. And I was this close to hitting. Threw 25 at it. I'm up 600. Threw 25. I'm like, you know what? Let me throw another 25, man, and learn this real quick. Threw another 25 at it. Lost by a little bit. I mean, a couple points, man. One game, one guy could have changed my fortune. $25 bet on some table tennis. That'll get you $600, $700 payout. 5-way, that might get you a stack. So I hit it again, 25 more. It's about 3 a.m., 3:30. I'm going to another table tennis bet. Man, I'm going to hit. I was determined that I was going to hit. Put in a $50 joint after I lost 75 already. Lost a $50 joint. Man, it's 4:40 a.m., man. I'm still watching Force. I'm getting my stuff together for the show today. And I said, you know what? Let me throw one last 50 at it. Went to sleep, woke up, hit for 972. Up 1.3 on the day in the last 24 hours. I'm hot, y'all. I'm hot. And the focus is right now is those top 5 starts. Last week, I told you, ladies and gentlemen, number 1 guy you have got to get in your lineups, Jackson Smith and Jigma. Jackson Smith and Jigma had a day. Please do this for me. If y'all love the Soup, you'll go back, check out my top 5 starts last week, and then you'll check out these numbers on what I hit this week, man. Roll with me, baby. I'm hot. Jackson Smith and Jigma, 12 targets, 9 touches, 100 yards, and a touchdown. If you listen to the Soup, you're probably in the championship this week. Yeah, I told you so. Our number 2 player, I told you, you must start. And this man got injured and still went off for 19 touches and 166 yards and a tutty. Ended up number 6 overall running back. James Conner, 24.6 points. Another hit. I told y'all, get him in your lineups. Our number 3 player, I told you you must start. Ended up number 6 overall quarterback, Baker Mayfield. That's right. Ooh, got you 23.36 points, 346 yards through the air, 2 TDs and a pick. Could have even had a bigger game. But it is what it is, man. Baker Mayfield, your number 6 quarterback in week 16. I hope you had him in your lineups. I hope y'all in the championship. Hey, man, it's all good. It ain't nothing but soup. Oh, how about this pick? Bear down. Keenan Allen. I said Keenan, everybody's in my inbox. No, man, I got DJ Moore. I'm starting DJ. Bro, have you not been watching football for the last 2 weeks? The continuity between Caleb Williams and Keenan Allen. Go look at the show. Go look at the show. It's hitting right. Bear down. Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen goes off for 9 receptions, 144 yards, and a tutty. 24.6 fantasy points, the number 2 overall receiver in fantasy football this week. Y'all heard the sound. Yeah. And our 5th player that I told you you must start in week 16. He ended up the number 2 overall running back. Chuba Hubbard. Yeah, Chuba, 29 touches. Let's go back and look how many touchdowns, how many touches I said this guy was going to have. 29 touches. I do the homework. I don't go off of what the pros say. I'm a pro. I do this. I do it because I love it. I don't want the money. Soup wants to be acknowledged in the fantasy game. Come see me. Chuba Hubbard, 29 touches, 165 on a 2 tutties. Number 2 overall with 30.5 fantasy points. Ooh. Soup went 5 for 5, man. Look, man, y'all, I'm hot. I'm hot. I'm trying to stay humble. I'm trying, man, but I'm hot right now. Y'all gotta check out these top 5 starts and top 5 sits I got for you in this last week. I know it ain't a lot of y'all out there no more. Most of y'all is eliminated and going and stressing about Christmas right now. No, we gonna talk about these top 5 sits. In week 16, I told y'all you need to sit Jerry Jeudy. And I was in my end. Boy, is you crazy? You seen what he be doing? Bro, he don't have the gunslinger. You know how big that is? Go to my show. I broke it down why. I break every single start and sit I have. I break down why. I'm telling y'all this. I'm not going off of feelings. I'm going off of facts. Facts before feelings. Jerry Jeudy, 3 targets, 2 receptions, 20 yards, number 88 overall receiver with 3 points. Man, for all of y'all was in my inbox, where y'all at now? Let's talk about it. Yeah, I told you so. Our second receiver, second player, I said, you must sit Jawan Jennings. I told you. I told y'all who he had to go see this week. He is the number 1 receiver. Now, Debo got off. Yeah. But Debo wasn't the focal point. Jawan Jennings is the focal point for any DB, not Debo. Debo was playing running back, man. Yeah, y'all got to listen to the suit. I did this research. 6 targets, 4 receptions, 51 yards. Go check out my forecast for him, please. Number 55 overall with 7.1 points. Yeah, I told you so. Now, this guy chaps my hide, right? This guy chaps, he's a quarterback I got, and I've been benching him. I've been benching him. I've been benching him. Now, I was good with him on the bench because I had Jaden Daniels. There's no way I'm benching Jaden Daniels for anybody right now. Okay. Any quarter. I'm not benching any quarterback if I got Jaden Daniels, especially in week 17, man. But we'll talk about that. Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy ends up number 10 overall. He fringe start. Okay. Number 11, that was going to be a hit for me. I was this fucking close. This close. Okay. Brock Purdy, 339 yards, 2 TDs. Debo got hot. It is what it is, man. He was the number 10 overall quarterback. I mean, it's a great play. But is it? You know what I'm saying? Is it a great play? It was the playoffs last week. There's only 4 teams left, so there's only 4 quarterbacks playing. So number 10 wasn't it? But to the rules of the game that we play, and I told you so. He was a miss for me. I missed on Brock Purdy. 22.12 points. Good job, Brock. Do your thing, man. Our number 4 player that I told you must sit. Ooh, and I was catching flack for this one. Flat man, are you crazy benching B Rob? B Rob is the man. No Eckler. Boom, boom, boom. No, I did the homework. I do the homework, so you come here and get these top 5 starts and top 5 sits. Trust in the suit, man. I do this. Brian Robinson Jr., 12 touches, 41 yards, man, had 2 fumbles. 2. Ended up number 76 overall in fantasy scoring with 1.1 fantasy points. I told you so. And our last player, I'm going to talk about it, man. He burnt me again. He's burned me twice this season. He burnt me once. I said, you ain't going to burn me again. But something told me the last time he played this team, the facts say they're going to shut him down under 100. And there might be a chance he ain't scored because he ain't really played that well in the past 3-4 games. So I'm going off the facts, not the feelings. But he burnt my ass, Derrick Henry. Facts was telling me, you know what? I gotta find a guy, man, that ain't nobody gonna bench. They gonna be like, what the hell's wrong with you? I do it every episode, man. I always find that I think that may just have a bad game. And not just think, but I study and I look and I'm like, you know what? Everything is pointing to this guy having a regression game, man. And I knew he wasn't going to get in the end zone. I was right about that. But that man went off for 189 yards. Now, he fell outside the top 10 because he didn't score. And there were running backs was going nuts this week. He's outside the top 10. He was an RB2. And I said it in my show, he's going to be an RB2. And I also said in the show, don't bench him for an RB3. If there's another RB2 in there, bench him, meaning top 20 guy. All right, you got another RB, bench him and put that RB2 in. There's a lot of RB2s that ended up with RB1 numbers this week, right? So I ain't lied to you, but he definitely burnt my ass, man. 189 yards. I would have started him. Shit. He's a fringe RB1 with that. You know, he ended up number 11 overall. Derrick Henry, 19.9 fantasy points. He was a miss for me. Hot soup, 8 for 10 in week 16. Man, hot. All right, hot. During the fantasy football season, all year long, you know, I got people coming at me like they upset about these picks. And I'm thinking to myself, bro, like I listen to the professionals who they pay millions to sometimes, and they making dumb decisions all the time too. Like all the time. Like and they're not they're making well-informed decisions just like I am. Like they're doing their homework with it, right? They're not just going, oh, this guy said this is going to be good this week. That's what we're going to start. Like, no, they're not. Right? They're not. I listen to some things they say. I pick up on some things they say, but I formulate what my own hypothesis with these fantasy football picks. When I'm picking some, I'm not picking it because somebody else picking it. I'm picking it because I'm picking it. I'm doing the homework. I'm sitting down for hours going on, seeing what defenses did what against what running backs and what running backs and receivers did what against what corners. And I'm doing that homework because it's fun for me. I got a lot of leagues. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. I'm in 6 championships out of my 18 leagues I was in this year. So 1/3 of the leagues that I entered into for money this year, I'm in the championship in 6. Should be 7, but I made a dumb decision this weekend on one of my leagues. But that's here nor there. My focus and my point, and I want all my subscribers to know is nobody's perfect, man. The professionals who get paid millions are not perfect. I get paid $0, and I'm giving y'all knowledge, better knowledge than they giving you. That's my point. That's my point. My point is, y'all can't come on my show, get in my inbox because I was wrong about 2 picks that week. What about the other 8 picks that were right? You know what I'm saying? I'm a human. Nobody is a genie. Nobody's going to come out the lamp and you say, I need 3 wishes. I need this to happen, and this to happen. And it happens. Nobody's going to be able to give you 10 out of 10 week in and week out. So for those who come on belligerent, I just want to tell y'all, God loves y'all. I love y'all. And Merry Christmas, man. Hey, man, it's your boy Soupy. And I'm out.